Welcome to Lesson 6 in the Arduino Starter Kit for the electronics course we're taking. This is what we call a light theremin. Now, you might not know what a theremin is, but you've probably heard it. It's kind of like a spooky sound, like weew, weew, weew. And in a traditional theremin, you might have seen somebody playing it on stage. You should actually Google it and take a look at some videos of people playing real theremins because they have something to control the volume and the pitch at the same time. Now, our Arduinos aren't that fancy. We can't do volume and pitch, but we can do pitch and we can bend it up and down. One warning. This is a super annoying project to troubleshoot for anybody around you. It sounds like an alarm at times. It's very loud, so I want you, like I've done here, take your piezo out if you can. I have one like this with some wires on the bottom. When I plug it in, it makes sound. Some of the kits will have this kind of piezo. And it doesn't matter, there's no positive or a negative on a piezo. So take that out when you're working on it. Let's look quickly at what you need to do. Lesson 6 is the light theremin, and you're going to watch the extra video right here for the Arduino Starter Kit, especially the part where she talks about the code at the end and some of the parts about it. That's pretty interesting. I'll talk you through it a bit too. You can also watch the video, read the booklet for Project 6, wire the board and submit a picture, write the code and verify it and show me a picture of your code being verified, upload and showcase it to me somehow. However we are doing video communication, whether you can upload a video, I can see it in person, or you're sending me a file, or we're doing a meeting of some kind online. And then do the questions for Project 6, and let's just look at these questions. What is a theremin and how does it work? How is our theremin different than a traditional one? And you can get better stuff in the book there. Explain frequency, signal, and voltage. That's on the first page. Pretty neat. They compare the way that this project is controlled to pulse width modulation. And there's some similarities and differences in it. It's pretty interesting. Why do you calibrate the light sensor with the map function? What is a piezo? And how does it make sound? And in the 5-second window, how do you calibrate the sound with the Arduino? And those are things that you can find in the book. So that's what you're going to be doing. Watching the video, reading, wiring, coding, uploading, and doing the questions. Submitting everything as required. Let's take a look at the booklet here. So there's the basic. And this is when we're comparing how it produces tones out of the digital pins. You can take a little bit of time and read that, and in the video she'll explain that as well. The wiring for this one is super simple, nothing too crazy. The only thing is, this is actually important. If you have a kit that's been kind of beat up, I might have included a piezo like this. This is a little piezo. It makes sound, and it can also sense sound, or vibration, technically speaking, that produces sound. You might have one with wires, which is nice, or you might have one with these. But these, on this style, they will break very easily. Please don't break these. They're not easy to get up here, and I don't have a ton of them, so it'd be nice if you were careful with them. Put them in gently. Don't try and bend these because they will snap off very easily, so please be gentle with that. That's the biggest warning of this project, but the wiring, if you look at it, the wiring is very simple, nothing too crazy. Make sure you connect to your analog in. Either of these will work when you plug it in, so that's not a big deal. What else can we talk about here? You are going to have to obviously map, again, from the most amount of light that the phototransistor can sense to the least amount of light. And that's going to send voltage, just like usual. And the voltage will tell the digital out how many vibrations to send to the piezo to make the sound. So if you cover it, low voltage, lower sound. The more light you let out, higher voltage, higher pitched sound. Makes sense. Once again, using the analog ins with that phototransistor, sensing the light, and you have to send that, since it's giving a differentiating amount of voltage, you always need to run that to an analog in and then write your code and convert it to a digital output into some kind of physical realization in the world. This time we're talking about sound. Anything else that's super crazy here right now? Nothing too new there. You're going to tell the pin. There we go. There we go. Everything's pretty straightforward, I believe. So now I will give you a demo of how this works, and I think you heard it already. I'll use this one. Remember, there's no polarity, there's no positive or negative, but as soon as you connect them, it will start making sound. So, let me fix that for a second. The first thing you got to do, once it's all done, and you can read in the book why, and you're going to have to answer questions, but the first thing you will do is once you upload your code to the board, you'll press the reset button, and you'll have 5 seconds to calibrate minimum, maximum light. So watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to plug it in and reset it. Okay, reset. Now I have 5 seconds to calibrate low light, highlight, low light, highlight, low light. Now it's on. Low, high. I'm going to do this for days if I don't have to stop. All about that bass. Yeah. Thumping. All right, I'll unplug that. See what I said about annoying? Right there. So that's the basics of the project. Let's just talk about this one again. This one's nothing too crazy. You learned a new part, and you better know what that part is and how it works and the definition of it, because that's going to be on. You should be learning more comfortable about the maps function, converting things from analog ins to digital things in our code. Let's take a look here. Watch the extra vid. This video is great. It's only a few minutes. Watch it. Excellent video. Read the book, wire the board, write the code, upload and showcase it to me somehow, submitting that however we have decided to do that, and do your questions for Project 6 as well. Submit everything, and next we'll be making a little bit of a keyboard. So we'll see you soon.